Okay, here we are. Tracy was just asking me a question. She said, because I had to put the intro in there and then go live rather than go live, play the intro, all that kind of junk. And she says, doesn't it play it automatically? And I go, it does, but I had to put it out when I was doing the premieres because every time I paused and then resumed, it played the intro again. So if you watch that premiere I put up a few hours ago, it sort of has like 4 intros. It's really weird. I don't know what the heck was going on. But anyway, hello, Tracy.
Hello, Tim.
Tracy's here tonight. She's our Vanna White of the diamond painting world. She'll be spinning letters and calling out winners.
Behind this symbol, we have pen number A.
The number A. Like to buy a vowel, Tracy.
Buy a vowel, please.
Anyway, so we got Tracy here. We got Eve. Hello, Eve. Hopefully Kathy's there with you. And we got William. Hello, William. Diamonds around the world. Hello, Denise. Hope you're doing well today. Heard you're having some excitement down there in Florida. And we got Brooke. Brooke, welcome back. Stacy I. Yeah, Carrie gave me the rundown. I heard you're out shooting off fireworks. That's pretty exciting. Stacy I in the house. Carrie has joined us. And we got Connie Griffith in the house. Fantastic for this Super Saturday. And what are we going to do today? Oh, we're going to turn pens. I know we don't do that much, but once in a while we're going to get around to turning pens. Let me fumigate the place here. All right, that's a little better. Nice. Yeah, been making a mess. Okay, let's see. The Nissan guy sent me a picture and says, Tim, sign up. See if you're the winner of a $10,000 cash prize. Guess what? I didn't win. Oh, Kathy's out of her D&D game. That'll be fun. That's exciting. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So what we're going to do here tonight is turn pens. Let me see who's up next on the hit parade. I was doing Cat's pens earlier in the premiere. And the cool thing about that was that I really had to pay attention because almost every pen was a different length than normal because it was like this one's 4, this one's 5, this was 5.5, 5.25. So I had to lay them all out and write on them what they were supposed to be and then cut them up. So I didn't get confused because you know how easily I can get confused.
Were there any vases, reverse vases?
There was a reverse vases, and I think her comment was Tim's new favorite turn. So, we try to get by. We try to be helpful. But if anybody's out there lurking, want to say hi, say hi. Tracy will hook you right up, get you something to eat, find you a chair, all that good stuff. So we have Miss Peggy up first. Oh, we're going to cut hers off. She wants a 4-incher. Let's see. This is a 5.25-incher Rapture resin blank. And this, by the way, is one of my favorite blanks. So much my favorite blank that I bought 5 of them.
I know which one it is.
Well, which one is it, Tracy?
I'm not saying.
She's not saying. Okay, let me go cut it off here.
It's got to be that rainbowy one.
It's yeah. There's a rainbow aspect to it. You are correct. All right, that is cut off. Let me drill some holes in this bad boy.
I need to see it.
You will in just a moment.
I know.
Yeah, when I turned this once, I told Carrie, I said, please get me 5 more because I want to make one of these into an ink pen. I think that would be absolutely mesmerizing. But Denise, we hope you're doing well. I know where you're at and get well and all that good stuff. So we're all thinking about you always. Now, this is one short little pen. Let me get this video off my YouTubes here. Get me on my YouTubes. Okay, there I am. That way I can see comments and stuff. It's so short that I have to actually bring this in. I don't even wound out that far.
That is, it starts with a D. What is that one called? I know it starts with a D. I have one. What's the name of that blank?
I'll go look at it here in a second.
I have it. Oh my goodness, what is it? If Carrie were here, she could tell me what it was.
This one's called Dark Side Sparkle, old school.
Old school, that's what it is. That's what I know it as.
I don't know what old school about it, but it says Dark Side Sparkle Old School.
That would make a pretty pen.
Yeah, it's got green and blue and purple, but the purple is shiny. And I don't see any yellow in there, but there's that pink or that purple. I'm not sure what color that is, but it sort of sparkles more than the other solid colors. So it gives it like a pink orange kind of thing. There maybe is some other glitter in there I'm not aware of, but it is Dark Side Sparkle Old School. But it looks neat. It looks neat.
It does.
Okay.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, this is going to be 0.48 Artist Choice baseball bat. I did one of these for Cat earlier, if you watched the video, and there was almost no room to do anything in the middle, so I just made a little ball, sort of with that new cut where we sort of cut in there and then make the ball. It's really cool looking. Came out neat.
I don't know. I'm like 4 1/4 is my sweet spot for a flipper. 4 inches would probably be a little short for me.
Yeah, you know, it's funny is it's only a 1/4 inch, but man, it seems like that's a lot.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot. It's only a 1/4 inch, but yeah, it is a lot. Oh, by the way, let me turn this off. We got the package in from Wood Turnings. Let me open this up. Let me get my knife here. And Carrie's going to be packing up a couple of orders. I think one for you, Tracy.
Woohoo. I always love to hear that. Brooks said that looks like it has a paint splatter pattern to it.
Yes, it does look like paint spatter. Yeah, good eyeballs.
And Eve said she could see that as a writing pen with chrome, white, gold, or platinum.
Yes, you're on the money, Eve. It looks really cool. Okay, so what we got, and let me take these pieces out here and show you, because you guys know what a pen looks like, but I want to get the pieces out so we can sort of show the cool places, but the football pens are in. And this will be interesting because I would see, like that Seahawks blank I got, I could see me doing that in the chrome one. That might look really cool. So I'm going to take these out of their little baggies. It's always better to see it in person, you know. Pictures are good, but in person is much better.
That's why you always have to sit down when you get your pens.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Space for reflection now complete. What does that mean? That sounds cool.
Diamond painting.
Ah, very good.
Honey, congratulations.
So I'm going to show you the pieces. So there's the tip. It's the football part. As I juggle it around. And then you got the center part, which are the field yard markers. Man, if these things quit rolling around, maybe it's me, not the pieces. And then there's the top, which is sort of like a domed stadium kind of thing. Look at that. We got a little field in there and everything. Seats. That is too cool.
That's really cool.
Is that focusing? Oh, that does focus a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's focusing. You can see the field. When you hold it up a little closer, we can see the field really well.
Let's see. I'll bring it up a little bit here. What's the stadium? I don't know if away, and that's just any old football
That's
thing.
good. I mean, we can tell what that is. I can tell what it is. I don't know about everybody else. Can you guys tell?
Anybody's. And then there's the field markers. I got the yards, 20, 30, all the way to 50. Nothing midfield, just wraps back around. And then they got the football thing. Well, it focuses once in a while. Now I have to kit down 4 kits. Man alive. Have no empties to start another. I hate kitting down. Just pour all those drills in a box and send them to me. Anyway, there you go. There's one pen. That is the pewter pen, antique pewter. And of course, yeah, they come in chrome, straight up silver chrome, and then antique brass. So that's very cool. I'm going to put those back in the box. I don't want to lose the bushings, but Carrie will be putting that together. So those just arrived today. Always very exciting. Isn't it funny how we all year long we still get boxes? Even when you're a kid, it's like I like to get something in the mail, even though you paid for it.
I know. I hear your competition pen pictures were sent out today to Troy.
My competition pen was sent out today.
Yes. I'm excited to see them. I imagine they're all gorgeous again.
I wish I could tell you who it is so I get lots of free votes, but I can't.
I know.
It's probably because of me they came up with the rule last time. Everybody go vote for me. I want to win. I mean, you don't get anything, just bragging rights, but I want to
win. I doubt if it was because of you.
Oh, I'm sure it was because of me. Because it specifically said, don't share your pictures in a group and have everybody come vote. That's exactly what I did.
Okay, maybe it was because of you.
I think it was because of me. Okay, here we go. Got the blower on. Oh, let me turn my iPad off here. Get rid of the Bluetooth on the iPad. And let me reconnect this to my computer. I got my headphones charged up, so that'll be helpful. Let me turn them on. Power off. Supposed to be power on. Guess I left them on. Power on. We go to the settings. Let's turn the Bluetooth on. Let's go down to. They're connected. Okay, Tracy, try to talk.
Hello, hello.
Right in my ears. That's awesome. Okay, let's get busy here. Let's fire this bad boy up. We're doing about 1,700 RPM. Get that dialed in nicely. And here we go. Baseball bat ends, 0.48, and artist choice. There's really not a whole lot of choice left in this one. Oh, I'm in the Discord. Let me join, Denise. Hang on one second. Let me join the Court of Dis. Did he fire it up yet? Okay, let's go to Let Another Works. Forgot all about that. Boom, shop. Create the invite, copy. Let me put that in StreamYard. Hey, Denise, can you see it on YouTube, or do you want to see it in the Discord, like restreaming? Let me know. Content live. Super Saturday. When I was a kid at church, they used to have these things called Super Saturdays, and they were always for the kids. So there's the Discord link. Oh, you're on YouTube. Okay, good. And if you want to chat, I am in Discord. Hey, John. Carrie's here in Discord, so here you go. All right, back over here. Excellent. Tell us else how we can help you, Denise. You get all the tape on here first. I'm getting an echo from somebody. Is that you, Carrie? You may have to mute the picture. Or turn the TV down. What's up, Kevin? Today, 49 years ago, Marty McFly went back to the future. Kevin tells me. I can't believe I could say stuff like that 39 years ago. I'm only like 27 years old. We got Sarah Ann in the house yet, or she's still over there streaming? She was making more stuff today. Glad to see her back in the shop doing her thing. She's such a dear person. Making bags for people. Okay, 0.50. Very close to that. 0.48. Look at all these things flicking off on me. There's blue, the black, green, little bits. Yes, ma'am. Me too. So just so you know, I'm the only one that can hear you unless somebody else is in this. You can join the stream if you like. You can join the stream. You can whisper sweet somethings in my ear. Nobody can hear you. Can you guys hear Carrie on Discord? Uh-oh.
No, but we hear you telling her to whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
No, sweet somethings.
Oh, sweet something. Sorry.
I don't want no fluff. I want something. I don't like nothing. Sweet something. You already whispered in the ear. Okay, for sure I'm okay. Now this one we leave a little fat because we're going to do some pretty aggressive sanding on it. If you can see these little dark spots right here, that's where it flicked off a piece of glitter. We're going to have to sand down to that because the glitter, again, doesn't stick to the resin. It's contained within the resin, but it doesn't stick to it. Or the resin doesn't stick to it. Now we got something in the middle here. Bring down just a hair. Let's see. What are we going to do in the middle of this thing? There's only like just a little room left. I could do that thing I did on the other little 4-incher. That looked pretty cute when I was done. I'll do that. It's sort of a modification on that thing we came up with last night. What do we call that, Tracy?
Not the bow tie, the rook.
Rook.
Maybe
A little bit like the middle of the rook, I think.
oh, okay.
A modification. Oops. Just because there's so little room here, you can hardly even get the ruler in there.
Yeah, I was wondering how you do that with a flipper. Hi, Joe.
Hello, Joe. She's working on oaked and aged.
Hi, Dawn.
Hey, Don Slip. Whole crowd in here tonight. Telling you. Oops, wrong one. Not about this far. I'll make a little step right here. We got to make this one a little bit wider than the other one because we need room for this. Hey, they came out with that verdict for that suitcase murder lady last night. It's real late.
Guilty, right?
Oh, yeah, she's guilty. I don't know what the sentencing is, of course, because that will come later. But I was thinking of Rebecca, crafting in Prime Daily, and thinking, wow, what the heck? That was fast. I thought they'd go home for the weekend. I guess they were tired of it and said, you know what, I think we'll just vote to stay.
Yeah, they probably had made up their mind.
Didn't take them long. I mean, let's be real. All right, that's what this was going to look like. It's like really short. Okay, let's get the sand in here. Get some stuff going here. Okay, blower off. Diaper in place. Water and some abrasive. How do you sand a blank? You be abrasive. Hey, you ugly blank, get smooth. Is that abrasive enough?
My God. You're just, I don't even know how words for it tonight, how you are, Tim.
Super.
There
Super.
you go. There you go. There you go. Super duper.
Super duper. Did you ever see the show Best in Show?
Yes.
Well, it is a mockumentary, and every time I hear the word super, and this is what I was thinking while I was coming up with that word for today's live, was Eugene Levy, when they're saying things to him that are somewhat offensive, and he goes, super. That's super. I just hear him every time I hear the word super. I hear him saying that because it was not a good response. It was like, that's wonderful, and I'm not happy about
it. Well, hopefully that's not how my write-up sounded.
No, not at all. Yours was fabulous. But that's what I hear when I hear the word super. Eugene Levy in Best in Show. The guy with 2 left feet. They called him Loopy when he was in high school.
Really?
No, it's the character.
I know. I'm trying to remember from the movie.
It was him and Catherine O'Hara that were showing this little Norwich Terrier.
Yes. Okay. I was going to dog shows actually at the time, so I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, Carrie and I have watched that no less than 100 times.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Peggy.
Hey, Peggy Wood. Guess whose pen this is? Glad you're here. Hey, Cindy. Hope you're doing good.
No, we hope she's doing super.
Super. That's right. Hope you're doing super. 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 I'm hearing a reflection from somebody. Oh, that might have been Tracy. All right, I think we have tortured this blank enough at this grit. Let's move up a little bit. Had a great visit with your daughter and son-in-law. That is fabulous. Oh, that's good, Peggy. I'm glad she's taking care of you. These heavy glitter blanks are gorgeous when we're done. But boy, they require some TLC. I think somebody's in Discord or something. I keep hearing little noises. Cindy, have you seen the latest Herbamatic? I have not. Every time I watch it, Carrie thinks I'm going to move to northern Arizona and get 100 acres with an old airline pilot or old airline field on it. And we're going to have to homestead it, drive tractors and stuff. Badoo. Okay, time for another one. That one's all worn down. So that's what she thinks every time I watch it. We're too old for this. We're too old for this. But we could live out there with the scorpions. I hear they're I heard they were cute little critters. Cindy tells me I heard wrong. When I was a kid, we used to tease them with a stick.
You were a mean kid. Do you ever look at them with a blue UV light or black light at nighttime?
So, Carrie, you're over talking whatever's on the live. Tracy said something, and you were talking something else. I didn't understand either one of you. So, Tracy, your turn.
I asked if you ever looked at the scorpions with a black light at nighttime.
No, I never did. There was no black lights back in the 60s when I lived in Phoenix. I think. Or at least I didn't have one.
Or is it a UV light? I think it's a black light.
It's the same thing. Black light, UV light, same thing.
Yeah, okay. a friend of mine did bet. She lives out there, and she took a picture of it, and you could see the little scorpions all over the place.
Oh, why do they show up with ultraviolet light? Are they white or something and it reflects them?
No, I don't know what it is. My son actually has one, but he's not here. I could ask him. I
That's
don't know if
interesting.
it has to do with something with their outer quote unquote shell or
Yeah, it's got to
but
be the color.
yeah, but they show up like that under UV light.
Sarah Ann Creations is confused. Did I make that for today and not tomorrow? Oh, I wonder if I did that. I wonder if
No,
I
there's
chose
one that
today.
says Satiated Sunday.
It
That's
says Sunday,
yeah, that's for
but
tomorrow.
is it really Sunday?
Oh,
Did I just call it Sunday but screw it up? Oh yeah, it's scheduled for today. So let me go to edit and let me go to tomorrow and hit save changes. Thank you, Sarah. You're so dang observant, keeping me honest. You passed the test. Good job. Good job. Yeah, now you'll get a notice for tomorrow. Satiating Sunday is not on Saturday. But Sarah's the only one that asked.
Sarah
Come on,
gets
Cindy.
the prize.
I thought you had my back, sister.
She said she was sitting there going, "Man, Tim is running late." I'm glad you weren't sitting there all night, Sarah.
Greg Schulte, would he have gone to school with me? Because I left Phoenix when I was 10 or 9 in 1970. Did I go to school with him? Was he about my age? I have to think back to. I am 63. I graduated from high school in 79. Would he have been then? And did he go to Desert View Elementary in Phoenix? If all that matches up, very possibly. Joe, that's funny. Yeah, you probably joined the other one, didn't you?
I was wondering why it said 5 people, but I was the only one there in this
Yeah,
live. I think everybody was
yeah.
on Sundays.
I screwed that one up. Everybody wants it to be Sunday and for the weekend to be over. Oh no! All right, that's feeling pretty good. Yes, ma'am, Joe. Well, go ahead and do it again. What I'm hoping for tonight, Peggy, Tracy, is that we get rated. And what happens on Twitch is you get rated, and somebody who is going off string brings all his viewers or her viewers over to a new stream and drops them off. And they call it a raid.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see Brooke's message. She said apparently scorpions have something called a hyaline layer, which absorbs UV light and re-emits it as a blue-green glow. Google.
Oh, that's too cool. That's cool. I never knew that. A hyaline layer. That's pretty nifty. All right, that's feeling really good. I bet you that looks great. Oh, yeah. Let's polish here. Got out the new jug of Plastex. That's my 4th jug in a year and a half. Oh, Greg is 72. No, I don't follow the Diamondbacks. I left Phoenix in 1970. And the only famous guy I knew in Phoenix when I was a kid was Charlie Alexander. He used to own the Kon-Tiki Hotel, which is probably not there anymore. And he used to be the guy at the Arizona Motor Speedway that said, "Gentlemen, start your engines." That was a long time ago. Oh, yes. I love this blank. Look at that.
Wow. I like that as a flipper.
It finishes up so nicely.
Nice pen, Peggy.
You know, every once in a while, I'll get a chunk of glitter that sticks up right here on the end, but this one has got two really smooth baseball bat ends. I like that. That's very nice. Very, very cool. I love that blank. It just looks like spattered paint on a car, like a black car. Let me chamfer the end, and we'll put it in a bag for finishing up in the morning. Okay. All right, let's see who's next on the hit parade. Pick them up. Oh, this is a sack full of goodies. This is Stephanie. I don't know if Stephanie's here tonight. I haven't seen her. Welcome to LLW. Mexi Melty Melts on the flat top with Cajun seasoned tater tots. That sounds good. I don't know what Mexi Melty Melts is, but that sounds delicious. And homemade lemon drop cobbler for dessert. I have never had a lemon drop cobbler, but that sounds good. And you're welcome, Peggy. I am glad you enjoy them.
Welcome. That's the welcome she wrote on Sunday while she was waiting. That was really nice. That's cool, Joe. Hi,
April. What did I miss?
Rebecca.
We have a tooth pen tonight. The mammoth tooth. It's going to smell like burning toenails in here. Or burning hair or whatever that is. Let's see. Did I miss something up there? Oh, Sarah's mother-in-law got stung by a scorpion. That could not have felt good. Yes, Peggy, I am a baby. Just a mere baby. Hi, April Campbell. Hi. Hey, Rebecca's in the house. Excellent, Rebecca. Welcome in. Welcome in, April. Connie Griffith. Tim, you want all the colors mixed or separated? Whatever's easy for you, Connie. If they're already out of the baggie, just throw them in a Ziploc bag. And if they're still in the packet, send those as well. And when we get them, we will make you a tray or a cover minder or something out of them for free. That's what I do for folks who send me stuff. Who's WMR 4686? Is that William? Welcome into Discord, whoever that is. WMR 4686.
Stephanie.
Stephanie who?
Stephanie Rosier.
Stephanie Rosier. You're pretty much the rest of the night, Stephanie. And she's got some cool blanks. Okay, let me go through the list here. We've got, let's see, the first one up is going to be True Crime Knives and Blood as is, so we're not going to cut that. Sweet Gumballs, purple, coral, and blue. Is that the Sweet Gumballs? Yeah, Sweet Gumballs. It's Sweet Gum Balls, not Sweet Gumballs. Ocean Blue with the pink mammoth tooth. Oh, you're teasing me. Yellow Rose Fordite, no turning, ready to ship. That Carrie, what does that mean? Oh, shipped with previous order. Oh, okay. And then we've got white with green and yellow snowflakes. Oh, that's got that stuff in it, Carrie. Can't turn that one. We got to get that one to So let me bring you up to speed, Stephanie. This stuff in this blank and many other blanks like it, this, I don't even know what you call it, some kind of furry stuff that's on the end of this blank does not turn well. I mean, it is really, really terrible. So what we're doing, we're working with Don to get a replacement. He's going to redo the blank and he's going to use something else on the end, but a number of turners said, you can see how it's coming off this little edge right here. It never sands down. It's bumpy and it's just a great looking ingredient, but not a great ingredient to add. So this one we're not going to turn, and we're going to get it replaced, and then we'll shoot it out to everybody when he gets them replaced and gets them back in. So that's what's happening with that blank. The other blanks are perfect. Okay, sunflower, yellow onion. Okay, so everything is as is. The white with the green, we'll get to, with Don on that one. Yeah, we've got about 10 blanks that he has to redo, and this is one of them. And he's very happy to do that. He tried a cool ingredient, and it didn't work out, and all the turners are going, help me, because it was creating a problem. And you can ask Tracy. We tried to turn a couple of them. Didn't go. Okay, let me get some holes drilled in here. Well, we've got you all connected, and we'll get you hooked up. I even told him, Don, I know you're on vacation. Do not answer this message. It's just a note to look at later. And of course, he answered. And I didn't really want him to answer. I just wanted to enjoy his vacation. Because it wasn't an emergency. Nobody was dying. All right, there's that one. We got one of these mammoth tooths tonight. That's going to be fun. We know how to do that. The first couple, I tried to dig into them a lot. And now I just sort of finish them off and make them nice and smooth and make it look like a ring in the middle of a blue metal band or something. Man, it's literally a petrified rock. I think he says it's 70 to 100,000 years old. And you could imagine how hard that sucker is. And it smells like burning hair. All you ladies, you ever sizzle your hair with either a fire or a curling iron or something? That's what this thing smells like. Is that Catherine? I heard somebody. Oh, I heard somebody sound like Catherine. Was that you, Cindy? No, somebody yelled up when I said, have you burnt your hair? And it sounded like Catherine. Oh, yeah, gotcha. No worries.
You're on Rebecca's channel tomorrow, Tim?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, Eve, you got it on the money. So this is literally a woolly mammoth tooth, a piece of one. I'm not sure what part of the tooth it is, but that is a tooth. And it's very cool because it literally is between 70 and 100,000 years old. And about the only thing you can do is put it in this really cool resin because you want to see it when we're done. So what we'll do is we'll do some finger grips on the end and we'll sort of shape around it and make it look nice, but it'll be round, but essentially it's as hard as a rock. It literally is like turning a rock. Very, very cool. And you can see it, man. Go ahead, Connie. Cindy. I don't know. They get sent here. I don't make them, and Troy makes them. But if you ask Troy, he will certainly tell you. It can't be more than 20, 25 bucks or something. The tooths are expensive. They're not cheap. But I have never made one, never bought any woolly teeth. But he'll answer your question. He's a good dude. You could just message him on Facebook if you like, either one. He just look up Troy Shipley on Facebook and he'll pop up in Messenger. And to make sure you have the right one, look for the guy in Fairmont, West Virginia. Yep, I was watching Sarah Ann doing her live. So glad to see her back in the shop doing her thing. Glad all's going better for you, Sarah, for sure. Okay. So that is the tooth. We're going to do it first. That way the smell dissipates before I go to bed tonight. Okay.
William posted a picture of his customs in the whip on Discord if you want to take a look.
So I was right in the middle of both of you, and I think I heard most of what Cindy said. Cindy said, is there a saying that what smells in the garage stays in the garage? Yeah, pretty much. You never know, right? Lower back on. Okay, let's get this up to like 7 billion RPM. Just hard. Okay, we're just going to make the square thing round. Finish through here, right? Going to a block. Not sure what that smell is. It's some kind of protein. It doesn't smell bad. Yeah, this is a very odd turn, Stephanie, because all we do is finger grips and highlight the tooth. Because it's, let's talk. Look at my pen. It's 70 to 100,000 years old. Yeah, probably because it doesn't when I'm banging on the thing here because it cuts it out. Tries to do a little bit of decently round. Get a little bit more round as we go, but that's a decent start. Now let's work on the ends. Slow it down a little bit because we're only getting through the resin. This is going to be a .70 baseball bat. No, this is, let's see, where are we at? Ocean blue pink. So it's going to be artist's choice, which is pretty easy on this one. .70 baseball bat. Excellent. Which is, you know what, Stephanie? This is actually quite coincidental. The elephant foot, or excuse me, the baseball bat on a pen with a .70 grip looks like an elephant's foot. An elephant is essentially a mammoth, right? So you're going to have elephant feet and a tooth in the middle. How about that for coincidence, huh? Yeah. Hey, Stephanie, did you see that Jaguar blank I got? I'm sorry, not Jaguar. Ravens. Carrie will have to show it to you. Tim, is it possible to put hair and such in resin or does it ruin it? Yes, you can. I have seen people, it takes a little bit of practice. That's .7 right there. And you need to make sure you get it right in the center because you want lots of it left over when you're done turning or shaping or whatever. But if you're just going to put it in a mold and say make something out of it, you could do that too. And the hair is perfectly good. And Stephanie, we just got football pens in, ink pens. I'm not sure if Carrie is watching again, but I will in mine. .7 right on the money. There it is. Okay, let's go see it. Sitting on her desk over here. Not sure where she put them. Hey, would you send Stephanie Rozier the Raven blank picture of it? Would you do that? He asked you to do that in the live. She'll hook you up, Stephanie. She's organized it, so I'm not sure exactly where she put it. Ooh, I may have found it. No, that's the Broncos one. Looking for the Ravens one. I saw the Bronco one sitting there. Okay, she's on this one. Imagine that she was in your diamond. Everybody's going, what is Tim doing? So what happens is it's not big enough for this kind of thing. So there's a little tiny flat spot right there. And I'm slowly going back and forth, little by little, just to get rid of that flat spot without removing much of that elephant. Literally, it's hardly even taking anything off, but eventually it'll just be perfectly right. All right. Yep. And what I do on a chubbier finger hold like that is I'll work it down real tight so that we can actually have and out of here, and we're going to dig this out a little bit to highlight the tooth and round the tooth up. This will distinguish it from the actual finger. Trying to give the shape, the pen, some shape. And thank goodness he put this one right in the middle. Got the essentially the ring set. All right. Now the last thing to do is to get rid of most of the flap on this edge. But you can't go too far because then you're going to all of a sudden lose a lot of the tooth. Quite frankly, that's what you pay for.
I sent it, so I'm at,
Excellent. Stephanie, she sent it to you. She knows. She could turn this way up here. Watch out, baby. Flying dinosaurs. I go real slow because I don't want to take too much of that tooth off. I got to get it somewhat proper. Two. Okay, hang on. I can't hear you because I got the headphones on. Let me turn the blower off. Let me turn it off. What do you got now?
rounded pointy ends. What's the biggest you can
So
get?
this blank is, by the way, this will make a killer ink pen,
Yeah, that's,
but
I don't think that's what we're doing.
no, I'm sure not.
Kind of reminds
So
me
this
of
is a 0.75 and she wants a point. What does she get?
0.70.
0.70.
You can go smaller if have to be.
So yeah, you're probably going to have to get any kind of elephant foot on the end of here because this blank starts out at 0.75 on the money.
She wants point, rounded point ends.
Well, if it's rounded pointy, that's less of an issue than that. But you could do a 0.6 on there just fine, because you're going to have your lump is going to be right in here.
That's the biggest you can get out of it, right? 0.60.
0.75 is the largest that it starts at be round, and that's if I drill exactly in the middle.
Right.
But 0.60, that'll give you a nice little hump on the end.
That's what we do. I've done
Yep.
in the past for
You could
those.
do that. Here you go. Did you see that? That way you can see all four sides. Stephanie, check that sucker out.
3 sides in the photo, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Carrie don't mess around. Wish they wouldn't make these so small, but they feel like they have to deliver this perfectly sized little blank. I'd like to have them give me the raw, the
I'm gonna
raw
leave it
large
with
one.
You because I'm gonna write it up.
Well, you just stay with it, baby. Am I turning it tonight?
Yes.
Oh, turning it tonight. Okay, let's get back in here. Let's get this all evened up. Wonder what kind of DNA is in this thing. Think we can bring it back to life? Feel like Jurassic Park. Let me find where the exact middle of this is, because that's where I'm going to make it. So this sucker is 5.5 long. So 2 and 5.5, 2 7/8. No, 5.5. Yeah, that's right. 2.5. That's good. Almost there. It's pretty good. Make that the center right there. That way it looks sort of, what do they call that? Balanced or something? Perfect. All right, that'll be all right. That looked pretty good. See how we did. We only got a tiny little flat spot right there on that resin. A little bit of a dip there because that's just where it didn't fill in. The rest of it looks good. All right, I like it. Pink stuff everywhere. Okay. Let's go dinosaurs. All right, let's get the brick out. Let me slow it down a little bit. We don't need it full thing. Wipe the pen. Tell all your pens or all your friends. I'm painting with an elephant too. And his breath is good. Feels pretty good. No, Sarah Ann, I don't need to sharpen my tools more often or less often because I'm using platinum carbide steel tools. Platinum carbide. I don't know if there's any steel there or not. Must be. Probably. They are hard as a rock. Hard as a rock. They're very, very hard. Put it that way. Very, very hard. That feels good. Yeah, so luckily it doesn't hurt anything. And I guess this technically makes me a dentist, doesn't it? Yeah. Join Crafting and Crime Daily. Rebecca, I was talking about that case. You saw they came in with a verdict. I'm sure you know that. That's not new news to you. But I told you she's going to go down. I hope that judge just throws the book at her hard. Hits her right in the forehead. Do 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 do.
So, Tim,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you feeling tonight?
I am feeling super.
Almost caught you.
How are you feeling? Oh, I knew you were coming to catch me. I had to get on my A game.
I'm feeling super as well. How,
Excellent.
how's everybody in the chat feeling?
It is Super Saturday. Don't forget. The thing I love about this particular blank is this blue becomes crystal clear. There's no glitter, no air bubbles, no nothing in this stuff. And hey, Carrie, if you're listening, Cindy asked how much a mammoth tooth blank costs, and I don't know. Thought maybe you know. I also had her asked her to contact Troy because he certainly would know. Tim was in rare form on the. What does that mean? Is that good, Denise? I hope that's good. In rare form. That means so that's either I was awful, and thank goodness I'm not like that very often, or I was really good, and that's sad that I'm not that good all the time. Not sure how to take that one. But I'm just teasing. We had a good time today. Whew, that thing is smooth. Except for that big tooth in the middle. Oh, I was funny. Good humor. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a fun thing to do. I get clients every week. They call in from the podcast. They'll see it. Maybe not when we're on live, but they'll see it later and they'll call in and, dude, I need help. I'm like, what do you need help with? Self-sabotage. Like, wow. Pretty common there, brother. Pretty common. Not unique, but we can handle it. Whoo, that thing is that's like a Coke bottle clear. And that's going to buff up even more. I love how they dye the tooth pink. And it really sets off all the different parts of the tooth. And I don't know what is the nerve and what's the inside, but obviously that's the root or the nerve or whatever's on the inside there. That's a gorgeous one. You know why? Well, I still buff them, but I do it afterwards because it's just not that exciting. You know, people want to see me turn pens, not so much buff them. Now, if somebody wants to watch me buff them, I'll buff them too. No big deal, but that's just not that exciting. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. So let me show you something here. And now this is we'll look at this one because it's an unbuffed blank, and we'll look at it and you'll see it because it's clear really well. Let's go to the digital microscope, Tracy's favorite tool.
Woohoo! The digital microscope.
Woo. And I'm going to get a piece of paper here and put behind it. That way we can see through it better.
Bye, William. Maybe you can come back.
See you around, William. Okay, so this is the pen, and you can see the light reflecting through there. And do you see those little ridges on there? Super. We are. Yes, ma'am. We are magnifying this 250 times. Let me just wipe all the dust off.
Hi, Kelly.
And what I'm going to do on the buffer, the buffing compound is actually a lower grit. You can see all that dust on there from my fingers. A lower grit than the polishing compound, that Plast-X stuff. But what I'm doing is I'm holding it at a 45-degree angle, and I'm smoothing those ridges off with the Tripoli compound, which is a little rough. And then when I go to do the diamond, that's even smoother than the Plast-X. So it becomes mega, mega shiny without any finish. There's the tooth there.
That is so crazy.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, a little bit here and there. Yep.
Wonder what
now
that
the tooth.
See that part almost looks like a root. Like
I'm guessing that's a nerve or an internal structure of some type. Obviously, it's on the inside of the tooth.
That's so cool.
But this tooth will still have texture to it because there's some things you don't want to cover up. Anyway, so when I buff, I'm actually buffing not to make it shiny. I'm actually making it duller at first, but I'm doing it at a 45-degree angle to go across those lines to even take the top tarp of them off. And then I hit them with the diamond grit. Whoo, that really pops them hard. Okay, let's get to this Crafting and Crime Daily pen. Let me get rid of all this stuff here. Lower back on. Lock this baby down. Yes, ma'am. Doing it right. Doing it right now. Yeah, I looked up. That's why I have the TV screen on to remind me when I'm screwing up. There we go. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, camera yells Denise. It's Sarah. And of course, Cindy yelled it in the thing here. Hey, Rebel at Heart's back. Welcome in. And that was Kelly, right? Yeah. Yes, Stephanie, it is very cool. It is a very unique pen. And again, what you're looking at, Kelly, is that pink thing in the middle is a dyed elephant tooth, woolly mammoth. So that tooth is about, 70 to 100,000 years old, says the maker. Okay, this is Stephanie's True Climb. It's going to be 0.70, and we're going to do Loch Ness, which is exactly like Rebecca's pen. Pretty good turn for this one. Okay, we're going to get a 0.70 going here. And by the way, we're starting out at, I think, 0.875. That's what I like about Bill Durblanks is, yeah, he gets almost 0.9. It's pretty good. It's over 7/8 of an inch. That really gives me a lot of working room This is going to be baseball bats. I'm going to lock it in tight. Stop on page. Let's see what we're getting down to. Still probably got lots of room. That's 0.76. So we got plenty of room to go. Yeah, you'll get a nice baseball bat end on this one, Stephanie. And again, because the big glitter in here, we're going to be leaving this a little fat. 0.60. Still a bit to go. 0.60, right? 0.70. Yeah, we're there then. 0.7. We're at 0.73. So take it down to about a 0.71 and then sand the rest of it. That's a little better. Speed for this. .71. So that'll sand down very nice. Let's make this baseball bat end on here. Then I will take Mega Sharp, double, what do they call this? The negative rake. And this thing, Mega Sharp. Cut all that glitter off smooth as can be. Really great place to start singing. Back up. Now this end we don't have any problem because all the glitter went that way in the gravity globe. B 0.74, get close. Why is that a perfect gift, Tracy? I missed it. I was busy hurting.
She's giving the pen that you're turning to her sister as a Hanukkah gift because she works in law enforcement. Last year, she gave her a pen with handcuffs in it for her birthday. And I said, this is an awesome gift.
Is she a forensic examiner or detective or something like that, Stephanie? That'd be cool. And thank her for all of us for what she does for the community, because wherever she's at, goodness knows we need some good cops out there. I think we're getting a lot of hate. shiny. Works in the jail. You know, Stephanie, there's just no end to the creativity, especially since we introduced Dawn to the group. Of course, Dawn was other places. It's not like we created Dawn. We just got to snag him up and get him in here. But everybody's got their little different twist on things. Absolutely love it. All right, that's it. Now we got to get some little bit of Loch Ness going on here, which is really just a really couple of cool bumps in the middle. Gives that prismatic look to these clear ones. Glad she's one of the good ones. You know what? 99.5% of the cops are good. It's just always those 2 or 3 that we have to focus on. Become an issue. We're going to focus on these 3 here in the middle.
I watch the Investigation Discovery Channel a lot, and there's actually a show now called Good Cop, Bad Cop.
Yes. And you know what? Carrie watches that too. And she's got, I mean, I'm afraid to go to bed sometimes. Too many of them evil lives here kind of shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Evil Lives Here. I
Evil's
like
next door. Evil's on the
psychopath.
cul-de-sac. You ate dinner with an evil person. I mean, there's just all kind of these things.
Who the bleep did I marry? That's a good one.
There you go. Yep. And I like 1 or 2 of those, and I'm done because it just freaks me out. I'm like, oh, you people are nuts. Not Carrie for watching it, but people digesting it.
Oh, I could watch it for hours.
And the problem is, they tell you a 5-minute story in 40 minutes. Come on, get to it. Or the one with the video camera. What's that? See No Evil or something like that? And
Yeah,
the funny thing is,
I'm not
it's
interested
like,
in that one.
yeah, but they do it, and it's all the way at the end. And then we looked at the camera. No, you
I know, right?
You look at the cameras first. You can't fool me. You didn't let 48 hours go by and then you decide, hey, I wonder if there's a camera there.
Does that camera actually work?
It's like the third question when they get inside the store, right? It's hey, pull me some footage, will you? And then the camera showed everything. Joe walking past the liquor store at 2:17 a.m. on the way to the black plastic bag, where he hid the body. It's just too funny. Too Gary says looks like the Loch Ness monster coming in and out of the water. Yeah, how come he only has 2 humps? Could he not afford a 3rd hump? Come on, Cindy. Let's get that guy up. Let's get a, what do you call it? GoFundMe. Get him another hump. Okay, that is it. I wonder if Terry's watching. I need my water refilled. I have to do it myself. You have called this turn the camel. Yes, if you have a 2-hump camel, absolutely. Yeah, this one's going to be crystal clear. You can hear it when you're sanding. It starts out as a hiss, like shh, because the sandpaper is rubbing all the ridges. And after a while, it just gets absolutely quiet. And that's when I can tell it is going to be shiny. And we ordered this pink exclusive rubbing compound too, so that helps. I'm just kidding. That's the tooth. It's not really special rubbing compound.
I can hear that scratchiness you're talking about.
Yep. And that, like, listen down here. It starts
Nothing.
off, then you can't even hear it anymore.
Nope, nothing.
And I
There.
start off with this block. Yeah, where you don't hit it first, that's where you hear it. But I start off with this block because it's a lower grit. Hear that?
Yep,
And then it stops hissing.
that's cool.
But I start off with this block because I really want this sucker to shine. So, and this will get anything that's really a large gouge and get it down to 80 grit. And then I could just work it up from there.
I always wondered why you started with that and then went down to little pieces.
Yeah, it depends upon the blank. But on these here, I want to get this thing as I possibly can. So I start with the largest grit I've got and get it all to this grit. Then when I get to that grit, I can start jumping up in grits, and it's shinier. It's better.
Mm. You hear that each time you change a grit, don't you?
Yes,
Can you feel it through the
abs-
sandpaper?
absolutely. There's an initial like heavy friction till it smooths out. Once it's smooth out, it's like you're holding paper against the pen.
Well,
Now this is where all the glitter went to the bottom, which is where my hand is now. And that tends to stay rougher longer because that's where all the glitter is. But you could definitely feel it. There's a drag, and then there's no drag.
can we see that one under the microscope?
Absolutely. You know it. What was your random thought tonight, Sarah Ann? Or Sarah? I may have missed it because I'm not looking at the screen all the time. I apologize.
That you should call this one the camel.
Oh, call it anything you want. You betcha. You bet. I don't have any, I call it something just to help me remember what it was. Now, when I'm going to grab another piece of the same sandpaper because that sandpaper gets worn out. Yep, and I can feel the grab, and then there's no grab. And I'm pushing about as hard as I possibly can. Make sure I get it super smooth. Okay, it feels pretty good. Now, the key to pouring these is to wait just the right amount of time for the glitter to be suspended in the blank. And that's a hard call sometimes, so I'm not criticizing anybody, but every once in a while you get it right, and it's the resin becomes set just enough to hold the glitter right where it is when you pour it in. And it doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while you pull the blank out and you go, hallelujah, it didn't all go to one end. Can you believe Carrie's diamond painting? I'm out here working my butt off. She's in there relaxing.
I messaged her you needed water.
Oh yeah, text her, would you, Tracy? I need water.
I did.
She'll get Kevin to come get him.
But I told her a couple of minutes ago.
That's good. I should give you Kevin's number. You can just text him directly. Okay, we're looking good. Final paper. Yeah, so Cindy, to further answer your question about why I'm not buffing them on the live is, as I'm going through them, it would probably take me 30 or 40 minutes, maybe an hour, depending upon the number of pens I've done that night, that I can do a couple of more pens on the live and then just finish them all up in the morning. So that way we just get to see more exciting stuff. Now, when we go to the 24-hour live on the 29th of November, I'll buff them and everything because there's no hurry there. It's just like we got plenty of time. 24 hours of time. And I'm hoping to get about 45 pens done in that time. I did 39 on the last one, but we were mixing blanks, cutting blanks, doing all that stuff. So I think we might be able to do it.
Did anyone see Zach Higgins' ornament challenge project? Did you see that, Tim?
Hang on one second, Tracy. Cindy's talking. Go ahead. Try it again, Cindy. Turning. Yeah, you can't because you're pouring it in a vertical mold. And you're hoping and praying that you got it thick enough before you threw it in there. I usually stir mine up a bit and see if I can get it to suspend before I pour. But sometimes you don't have that luxury. So, yeah, there's no perfect answer, Cindy. But, yeah, we all try, that's for sure. And Bill does a great job. This will look phenomenal. And you were saying, Tracy?
I said, did you see Zach Higgins' Christmas ornament?
I started watching him a little bit, but I was turning while I was watching him, so I missed most of it.
I'm going to post the link here if that's okay.
Absolutely. Zach Higgins is my hero. I bought his book. Go ahead, Tracy.
I love watching him use the air compressor to blow the blanks out of the thing.
Yeah, that is too cool.
Sorry, that's so cool.
I bought his mold, and I'm like, how do I get these things out? And he sent me a little quick video. I'm like, oh, no way. And I put a couple of holes in the ceiling here, so. Or dents, not holes, but dents. Okay, let's go to digital microscope. All right, here we go. Blood spatters and knives.
You can really see the knives very well this way.
Yeah.
Look at the blood splatter.
And this is the end where they all sank to. And as you go this way, they get thinner and thinner. And I think this right here looks perfect.
Oh, yeah.
You got the clear, you got the knives, you got the blood spatter, all the way up to the diamond end or the end there.
That's the beginning of the crime scene as you enter the room.
And it gets worse and worse as you descend into the darkness. But that's too cool. That is a very cool blank.
Cool.
Very cool blank. Okay, now we're going to do some sweet gum balls. .70 baseball bat, artist choice. Ha, ha, ha. Beautiful ribbons and glitter. Yes, Stephanie, it's a cool blank. Bill did a very nice job on that one, I'll tell you. After we did Rebecca's one night, she had the first one, and we actually did it on her Sunday morning live. We were simulcasting, co-hosting, I don't know what you call it, but we were live together and we turned it. And then Carrie's like, called Bill, goes, I need 6 more right now. And they're all sold. They're all sold. I go, that's cool blank. Okay, let's get it up to 7 billion RPM. Turn the blower on. Out our tools.
Camera.
Don't you have a camera? Come on, Tracy.
I don't have the switch on my side. Sorry.
What if there's such a remote thing we could do like that? I just got a seed in it. The sweet gum ball is the seed pod for the sweet gum tree. And they drop these little spiky creatures in your front yard, backyard, depending upon where your sweet gum tree is. And when you step on them, you never forget. And you hit them forever. But they make a great insert into resin. But they do have challenges, and that is inside the sweet gum ball. Let me show you in a second. Are still left some seeds. And that gives us little holes to fill up the seed. Pretty round, we're going to leave it just a hair square. We want to get her 0.70 finger. So these are where the seeds pop out. See them right there. Got an air hole that was stuck there. You know, still looking pretty good. A little bit of air pocket there, but most of those will turn away, and then we'll figure out what to do, whatever's left. Now, what is a sweet gum ball? Let me show you. I happen to have some. And there are these little beauties right here. And if you've ever had one of these in your yard, you step on it, that is the thorniest little booger you've ever seen. Okay, let's get us some 0.70 baseball bat ends. Let's see. What was the question from Tanya?
She said she sent Carrie an email about her pen. She doesn't know whether or not you turned it yet, but she wants to make a request. Could you turn it in the style of the Rook? She loves that.
Oh, yes, we can. Leopards at Leopard LW. That'll keep Carrie granting your wish. Stephanie, we might not be getting to 0.70 on this one. Yeah, that's 0.70 right there. We're going to take it down just a hair. We'll give you plenty of gripability. Because remember, 0.70 is always the smallest part. Nobody ever grabs it. Which Tanya was it, Schilling or Schuster? Tanya Schuster. Excellent. Yeah, we're at 0.70. We're going to go maybe 0.68 because we've got a decent little elephant foot starting there. I'm going to give you a little bit more of a grip. Remember, that's the point I'm measuring down here, and this is where you put your. So it'll be all good. We just use that measurement essentially as a starting point for the barrel. That'll be pretty good. And if you see an elephant limping, he could have a sweet gum ball stuck between his toes. Help him out. And yeah, Tanya, we did that Brook thing last night. I'm like, hey, because I remember how hard it was the first time I did it. It was literally the first couple of months of starting. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. I have a little bit more of a clue now, a little bit more experience. So it came out real cool. I like it a lot. All right, what are we going to do with this? I'm thinking. See where the middle is. I'm going to see. I think this would be really pretty flying tie. Interested to know where. So that will not be good because that tire is going to be right there. I don't know. Maybe I'll be ready. I really like the swirly purple, pink, blue. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah, it came out real nice, Tanya. I was pretty happy last night when we turned out. I'm like, hey, number one, I remembered how to do it. And two, I did it better than I did it a year and a half ago. And I haven't done it. Yes, yeah, you're right. It is good. Good. Nice little tire in the middle. Ohio State Troopers. Usually I try to make these sweet gum balls sort of a smooth, generic type of thing so that I can fill them in with C8 glue and stuff like that. Then the last 2 or 3 I've got a little more adventurous, so some shapes and stuff like that. So it's worked out pretty well. Take a little bit. I'll take it. Here and here a bit right there. That'll stand out. We got some little pockets of air that we'll have to fill up. I always wonder, under pressure, how do these maintain those little air bubbles? Learn more about that. Yeah, they're hiding, right, Cindy? They're just like stuck down in there and hiding. I don't want to grow up. I'm a toys R Us kid. Okay, my water bottles are officially empty. May make it to the end of the night with this one little refill here. All right, let's start some finishing here. How many states in the U.S. start with the letter M, and afar are there 2-letter abbreviations? What's that mean, Tracy? What's afar?
It's supposed to be, and what are? That should be not afar. Typo, sorry.
Mass, Michigan, Missouri, Montana. Let's see what else we got. Missouri. New Mexico doesn't count because that sort of starts with an M. M-O, M-A, M-I, M-S. Mississippi. Well, it still has MS as its 2-letter abbreviation. MO is Missouri. MI is Michigan. MA is Mass. MO is Montana. Do we get them all, Tracy? We got more. Oh, Maine, ME. Yeah, there you go. Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York. We got Massachusetts, MA. We did that one. Did we miss any?
There are 8 total.
Which one did we miss? MT is Montana.
Got that?
Oh, Maryland. There you go. Yeah.
You got them all.
How about
Maryland, yep.
how about MV, Virginia?
That doesn't count, sorry.
That doesn't count. Let's see. I don't know where you're at down there in Virginia. I'd have to go look. But one of my favorite farmers is in Virginia. And I want to say he's in Royalton, Virginia, but that may be very wrong. But it's called Polyface Farm. And I got his name. Wrote a bunch of books. Does all this. Everybody, he's a pretty famous farmer kind of thing for making a very sustainable farm.
Let me look that up.
Can't remember his name. Right on the tip of my tongue, of course.
I'm looking. Joel, Joel.
Joel, that's him. Yeah.
I'm looking to see where they are. They're in Swoop, Virginia.
There you go. Yeah, I'd never remember that.
Never heard of it. Wonder how far that is from me.
I'd have to Google that one. Because you're like
That's actually 2 hours and 8 minutes, 110 miles from me.
from to where? Swoop?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
I am
Yeah, you're in between DC and Richmond, right?
exactly. I'm about an hour from Richmond. It's probably equidistant. Probably about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on traffic. Could be up to 2 hours if it's heavy traffic. So,
Do you know the last time I drove through there?
1993.
1980.
Boy, I was off.
Yeah. I was leaving Virginia Beach for the final time down at the Fleet Combat Training Center Atlantic. And it was just south of Virginia Beach. And I drove to Wheeling, West Virginia on leave, and I left Wheeling, West Virginia, and drove to Groton, Connecticut for my first submarine.
Wow.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, we could go to Virginia Beach for a day trip. Leave early in the morning. Takes a couple hours.
Heck yeah.
Hours.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, there was some Navy housing that I lived in with a family down there. They were renting me a room. Weren't supposed to, but I was living off base, so I was happy. And but because they lived in Navy housing, they weren't supposed to rent a room out. But I gave them $75 a month anyway. And I lived at 4301 Texas Court, Virginia Beach, Virginia. And the zip code was 23456.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Two,
Yep.
three-
I'll never forget that. Two, three, four, five, six.
That would be a hard one to forget.
I'm telling you. Got some family living in Fairfax, says Sarah. Excellent. Isn't Fairfax around DC?
It's up that way, yeah. There's
Yeah.
a big hospital up there in of Fairfax.
Is that Walter Reed? Or that's Bethesda?
The
Oh,
one in Fairfax is um, Fair Oaks Hospital, I think is what it's called.
ah,
It could be Inova, Inova. Not exactly sure what. I just know it's huge, huge. You can get lost in the hospital. It's big.
all right. Let's see what it looks like here.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty colors.
It is gorgeous. I'm not seeing the holes I saw before, which is really weird. See, there's a seed pod right there. You've got to fill that one, but all the other ones are gone. Just little surface holes. Okay, so we'll get the picker out here and pick my nose.
Do you see Stephanie's comment there? She said she did the same thing when she lived in base housing in Nebraska. Young single guy couldn't afford a place. He was reserved, so Air Force didn't pay for housing for him. So she rented out a room as well.
Yeah, the Navy actually gave me subsistence for living off base, but I had to make up. I lied. I told them I lived somewhere else because if I gave my real address, they would go, "You can't live there." So I got $230 a month for living off base, and they got $75. Yeah.
Kelly said that looks like confetti.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. And Joe is back.
Welcome back, Joe. If you had to diamond paint this, this would be confetti.
Most definitely.
I'm looking for those other holes, but they're gone. That's right. Oh, no, there it is, right there. All right, so what we'll do, the blower's already off. That's good. I'm going to get the old super glue here. I'm going to get this as level as it can be. I'm going to give it just a little dribble here. Beautiful. And then I'm going to hit it with the accelerant. Now, where's that other little tiny hole at? Right there. Beautiful. Nice fill. The key is to pour it next to the hole so it goes down the edge and fills rather than pouring it right on top of the hole. If you pour it on top of the hole, it will want to trap the air bubble underneath. All right, there we go. We'll let that sit for a few seconds. I'll take a sip of my soda. What's the glue I use? I use Star Bond. I've got a thin, a medium, and a thick. It's water thin, quick penetration for powdered inlays. It seals, strengthens, and stabilizes. It seals, says it again, seals, stabilizes, and repairs fragile material. And it's a high gloss finish till I sand the crap out of it. And if you go to any woodworking store or something like that, it's CA glue. It's pretty good. And that stands for cyanoacrylate, which is a very fancy super glue. I see a couple little holes here filled with sanding debris. I'm going to get it wet. And I still got Carrie's toothbrush out here. So I'll clean these out here. And I will spin the snot out of it here. Dry it out. Yep, 3,700 RPM. Dries that right out. And then we will take the Star Bond again. There we go. And I'll wait a few seconds for that to cure up and search for other holes. Ooh, there's one there. Look at that one. Beautiful. I'm going to clean it up nicely. I'll just layer this right on.
Carrie is asking Kevin to bring you water.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
All right.
It's not an emergency, but I'll need it eventually. I think that's about it for little holes. I mean, these are pinholes, but if you look really close, you'll see them. And I want you to look really close and not see them. So I'm going to fill them up. Yeah. Rather take an extra 5 minutes here than pay $10 in postage to get it going back and forth. And then we'll just gently sand over those. And they will disappear. Well, that just shot right back there. Feels good. Next level. I'm getting ready to. Remember on this one here, when we get down to the end, we're going to dry the sweet gum balls out and we're going to beeswax them up. Seal them up a little bit. Oil them. Joe's in the central time zone, Tracy. He's right down the road from us. Ooh, that's feeling good. All right, now we got to get a paper towel here. We got to clean this thing off so that we get all of the sanding residue off. There isn't really a lot, but we want to make sure we get it all off. All right, now we'll turn it up to 7 billion RPM and dry it out. And what we're doing now is just drying the surface of the sweet gum balls off because they are wood. Ouch, that hurts. That's hot. Bang. And this just creates friction, which creates heat, which dries up the sweet gum balls. Now, the cool thing is they turn a little white right now because they have no moisture in them, or not super white, but definitely nice. So they're a little bit whiter than they normally are. Now, they're really going to pop with this beeswax and stuff. So we're going to roll it on, get most of it absorbed in there. And what we're doing is sealing the wood at this point. All right, turn it on. We got it on low speed. We'll slowly turn it up. Then we're going to create more friction to open up what little pores we can in the beeswax. And then get them all sealed up. So, Stephanie, how are the Ravens doing this year? I usually start watching seriously about mid-season because that's when all the sorting has been done, and now we're starting to get serious and playing for spots for the playoffs. Ah, that's good. That means you're having a good year. I love it. Ooh, nice and warm. All right, so that's what that looks like. You can see those sweet gum balls really pop now. Gorgeous pen. And then I don't do the heavily on this stuff here. In fact, I add a couple drops of water here just to sort of swirl it around, because right now I'm just polishing the resin. I'm not concerned. I don't want to soak anything into the sweet gum balls.
So you don't have to spin that like you do the wood to get it really hot and then get it.
I just did that. Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I dry it off and then I soak in the beeswax and oil.
Right.
And then I heat it back up to get the beeswax and oil to
go in to soak it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably goes a molecule or deep, a molecule or two deep.
Right.
So it's not like it's really soaking in good.
I didn't know if you had to treat it exactly like wood or if it was a little bit different.
Yeah, same thing. It's wood. That came out nice. That big hole that was there, we filled it in. That looks good.
That's beautiful. Is that a microscope worthy pen?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Stephanie said they're 5-2 right now.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a winning record right there. I don't care what town you're from. That dare be a winning record.
If I bug you about the microscope too much, you can say, Tracy, stop it.
No way. It's why I buy these tools.
Wow.
See if I can focus that just a hair better. There we go.
Look at the fine detail in that. Wow. That's gorgeous. And you're starting to stabilize sweet gum balls, aren't you?
I got him over there. I'm going to dye some first because Carrie, one of Carrie's most favorite pens is this sweet gum ball that has dyed sweet gum balls. So they're different colors and they're soaked into this either light pink mica kind of white or white, and it swirls around them and it really makes the colors pop. It's, they're red, they're green, they're purple, they're yellow, that kind of stuff.
I think I've seen that. I think she showed it to us.
Oh, she did. She did.
Sarah said that pen reminds her of a paint dipping technique. She's used
Yeah,
the technique with nail polish before,
that's cool.
where you layer nail polish colors one on top of another and then you dip your nail into it.
That's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
You dip your nail into it, like in water or something? That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Kelly thought that sweet gum ball pen is beautiful.
Thank you, Kelly. It is cool. It is cool. Yeah, that's that hydro dipping technique. That's how they do a lot of camo on stuff, too. It's pretty cool. They can actually print it and lay it on the water, and then you push the item down through that stuff. Just look up hydro dipping on YouTube. It's very, very cool. And that would look neat on your nails. What's that, sir? Tracy said something and went dead. Uh-oh. Tracy, you may be on mute.
I am, but I
There she is.
got a gorgeous pen. I said I'd never heard of the hydro nail before.
Me either. Hydro dipping. Motorcycle tanks.
I was doing so good too. That's the first time I left it on mute.
You're becoming a pro, one live at a time. Welcome back. Rebecca, we did a crafting and crime daily pen. Knives and blood spatters. Okay. Doing let's see, this is a sunflower yellow, 5 1/4, baseball bat, .70, artist choice. I know we're going to do for this one. It's going to be a mixture of that one yesterday, the rook, with the baseball bat. Here. .75, almost. .7, 1.5. We'll leave it right there and sand it down from there. Work on the elephant's foot. You know, Rich Dome built in here. I've seen Rich lately. See, speaking of the Rich Dome, seven one, 7.4. $70.5 and $70.5. Let's find the middle. Hey, Bella. Doing okay and had a rough day. Well, I hope you're doing better than your rough day. Oh, memorial service. Yeah, emotionally rough day. Sorry to hear that. I hope it went well. I hope it memorial. Glad you're here. So Tracy, we're making this sort of like the Brook last night.
Are you doing like the baluster? Or are you doing brook circles in the center?
Well, we didn't do the circle, but we're doing that same thing we did in the center that we did before.
Okay, got you.
Normally, I would take these ledges here and I would smooth them out,
Right.
but I sort of like the look of,
I like the ledges.
yeah, the sharp,
Yep, I like that a lot.
sharp dig, sharp ledge, whatever the heck you want.
Right.
Figure out a name eventually. Yeah, that.
Yeah. We need a
And on
new name
these,
for that.
yes, on these dawn blanks, I really like to leave the middle as comfy as I can because that's where all the goodness is.
You know what it looks like to me for on the TV? This is just on TV. Bicycle handlebars.
Yeah, a little bit. You put that little clamp right here in the middle that goes down to the rest of the bike.
Yep.
Hey, William, welcome back. Didn't miss much. Just turning some pins, having some fun. Did a sweet gum ball blank here just a little back. Came out real nice. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Bella said scooter handles.
Yes, the scooter handles. Yep. Scoot me along, baby. It does look like scooter handle. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're trying to help you with the name here.
This is it. This is called scooter handles. It's the now this one really looks like scooter handles because Stephanie has a larger grip. If these were smaller in here, it would look like something else, but we can still call it scooter handles.
There you go,
What do you-
Bella. You named
What do
us
you
to turn.
what do you OGs and she's probably making fun of me going wah, wah, wah. When I lived up in Washington State in back in the 80s, Rainier beer, named after the mountain, Mount Rainier, was a beer brand that was out there. And they had this this ad. And I think I saw the ad 9 or 10 times till I finally got it. And it's essentially just a beautiful wooded kind of evergreen gorgeous road drive through the mountains kind of thing that you'd get over on the west side of Washington State, not on the east side. That's all desert over there. But, and this is how the ad went.
That's hilarious.
Get it? Rainier beer. Rainier. I saw that ad 9 times before I heard that, and I go, "Oh, it says Rainier beer." I'm like, it's the stupidest ad I've ever saw, and now I can't get it out of my head. And that was 40 years ago. I'm telling you, rainy beer. Probably gonna get a copyright strike. Yeah, see, Stephanie, I'm not nuts. I thought it was a great ad. Took me a while to get it, but after a while, I got it. And this, we could call this the Rainier beer. Rainier beer.
You do that so well.
And I don't even drink beer, but I think it was a great ad. Oh, that's funny, Bella. I synced it so some motorcycle going down the road here. That's funny. The things you learn on Leopard Leatherworks Lives. And didn't want to know. Yeah, we can call this the bicycle handle, motorbike handle.
Or
That's
just
its new name.
scooter or scooter.
Scooter handles. Yeah, that's even cuter.
Just call it scooter.
And this is going to be a great turn for this particular blank. Wait till I stop it. It's not a smoke in your eyeballs like Gorgeous, but it's going to make 100% sense because then you'll see what's in the middle.
I like it, even without it being stopped. You left that window open.
That's too funny, Stephanie.
Crab legs without singing the word sea galley. Crab legs, sea galley. I don't know. I don't even want to try. Hello? Did we lose Tim? Did he freeze? Earth to Tim. Earth to Tim. All leopards calling Tim.
That was
Tim?
my internet went off.
You froze there for a minute and we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and I was going, hey, it froze. Did anybody go away? Cindy, are you there? No, everybody was gone. Tim, look at Sarah Ann. Tim fell off his scooter. That's all right. You're hired. You're hired. You're hired.
You have a good sense of humor, Sarah.
Tim fell off his scooter. I wrecked. Too much Rainier beer.
That happened to you in the live yesterday, Rebecca? Did you fall off your scooter too?
Oh, no, I was there. Right at the end, she went off, and then she came back. I saw that. I was there. I was working at the time and watching her do her thing. Actually, when you're watching Rebecca's live, you were watching the court case, and you look over, and there's Rebecca in the cameo there, and you're usually seeing the top of her head. So all you see is pink because she's looking down, diamond painting or doing something.
I love it when she pauses it and then comes and explains something to you and then starts it again. That helps me a lot through things I don't understand.
Yeah. That's very helpful. Okay.
Hi, Life with Natty.
Hello, Life with Natty. Hey, Life with Natty. So last time you were here live, somebody was playing with their button on the mouse, whatever, and they literally deleted all of your chats.
It wasn't me, I promise.
No, it wasn't us. It was our other mod. We apologize for that. I hope you didn't feel like you were being excluded or ignored or X'd out or nothing like that. That was just a mistake. And she's like, I don't know how I did that. And I'm like, I don't know either. And then I figured it out. You can do it. It's pretty dang easy. In fact, it's too easy to do that. So you are welcome here all the time, and nobody was excluding you. So welcome back, beautiful lady. Okay, here we go for this gorgeous unveil. I'm glad you're back, though. I'm like, boy, I hope she comes back. We didn't make her mad.
Wow.
Woo! That is the design for that. Look at that sucker.
It is indeed. you can see all of the stuff in there. Like
Dude.
mine, he puts stuff so close to the edge that it literally gets all chopped out. There's none of that left. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's good. That's it right there.
And I told Don and Jamie, I said, push that stuff towards the middle because we're turning off the outside. And wait till you see this one right here, Stephanie. There is just a little tiny impression left of what we carved off of this flower right there. That actually looks way cool. In fact, it's got a little piece of glitter missing there, so you can see that little tiny bit of texture from that glitter. That is cool. Yeah, that is a holy moly. Here we go. Sometimes I just crack myself. All right, let's
Crack us up too. Rebecca said she diamond painted for 6 straight hours yesterday, and her hands are cramping today.
Dude, I believe it. Need to hydrate some liquid IV, Rebecca. Stay hydrated. So I'm over here drilling right now, taking my ever-loving time because this blank has to be drilled exactly in the middle. It can't be off 0.5 millimeter because there's just not that much room to, because it's a 3/4 inch blank and we want to get a 0.70 out of it. This is the Ravens blank. And here we go. Nice and slow. All right, I would call that nearly perfectly in the middle. I'm sure it's not exact, but it's pretty dang close. Now, Stephanie, how am I turning this one? Is this going to be just rounded up 0.70 and see where we go? Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. Or are we making this an ink pen? Are we just turning it into a diamond painting pen or an ink pen?
Is that Stephanie's?
Yeah. This is her Baltimore Ravens pen.
She wanted round and pointy ends because it reminds her of a football. So that's
Very good.
pen. There, yep, diamond painting pen, please.
And then we'll figure out what's going on in the middle. Okay.
A football.
Yeah. We may put a football in the middle.
There you go.
All right, let's turn the big blower on. Now, by the way, this saves. And you know, Casey, I got to go rewatch that too. On the street. It'll look better with a 0.6 grit.
Tim, you do keep breaking up.
Well, I will be breaking up when I'm talking and grinding. So
Well, that makes sense.
yeah, so I will try to not talk while I'm carving.
Thank you.
And this is a pretty thin blank. And the reason is that Zach 100% caters to the pen market, ink pen market, not the diamond. Are we having a live tomorrow together? I didn't know that.
Yes, I posted the link so everybody could set up their notifications.
What time is
I believe, let me check. Rebecca, what time is it tomorrow? Central?
didn't know I was gonna be on Rebecca's show. Yeah, she's right up the road from us. I'm just now getting around on this.
Yes, 11 Central Time. That's what I thought.
I didn't even know.
That's because
Cindy
Carrie.
Lauper. Cindy Lauper's
That's because Carrie was waiting to tell you till in the morning.
I guess so.
By the way, Tim.
It's my current wife and my future wife plotting against me.
You saw Stevie Wonder last week, Stephanie?
That would Stephanie is a concert goer. I'm telling you. Or her boyfriend is, and she just happened to tag along. So that's how close to the center I made it. Got everything round, just two little flat spots right there. So that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. Okay, here we go. We're going to get some, we're going to go to 0.6 on this one. Because this is already starting at, once you get it round, right at hair below 3/4, which actually was pretty good getting it that center. Let's get some baseball batteries. Yeah, but we have to make it for, oh, this is round pointing. Looks like football. We need to make football. That's 0.6 on the money. I remember talking about it. Zach does a nice job. Somebody made a comment that turning is harder than it looks, and I sort of agree with that, and I'll sort of twist that a little bit. Is it only takes getting used to. It's not physically hard. It just takes a while to figure out what the muscle memory feels like, and how hard you push, and how hard you don't push, and that kind of stuff. It is not difficult, but it certainly takes a while to figure it out. I did it. It took me, I don't know, 4 or 5 months to start getting decent, and then getting a little bit better after that. Now I'm getting, I feel very confident that I could do a number of things. There's still a couple things that trip me up. Overall, pretty good. The thing that really makes me sad, though, is when a blank. Although Cat's first pet. All right, let's go. So we are on the money down here. Yep, 6.6. A little thing. I have to look under the microscope on that. Squiggy in the middle of that black. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. To get the most effect on this, Stephanie, we might want to just go with mustache, because that's going to pull a lot of this swirl out of the middle and curve it around.
What about bow tie?
Yeah, could do a bow tie. Ooh. Was 5 1/4 long. Sitting right there.
Stephanie said mustache sounds good to her.
Yeah, I like that because I think we're going to get some good curve, good reveal from all the
Said
stuff.
she's good either way.
Zach just does a great job on his mixing. By the way, everybody, on today's premiere, which came out a few hours ago before we started, it was Cat's Pens. Did 8 of them. If I do say so. Well, of course they look good. It's Ravens colors. They are dang act. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that swirl in there. Woo! I knew something was hiding. Not much on the back side. This front side. Look at that one there. That's cool. Okay, let's finish this back. Stephanie, when you receive this pen, they're probably going to be 6 and 2. And that's a good start to the season. I see scooter handles again. We got a lot of Dawn blanks to get through, and I'm telling you, that scooter handle is going to be. Somebody leaves it to me, and they choose baseball bat ends. I think they're going to get scooter handles because that really looks cool, and it's better than I did before. I think it's better than the design I was doing, which was sort of that dome in the middle. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I agree because it adds more definition than just the dome in the center.
Yeah, and the difference is just that stepped end. That's it. That's the difference. Crazy. Little difference like that makes all the world.
You're going to be the only one on your block, Stephanie, with a Baltimore Ravens diamond painting pen.
That's right. You'll be all the rage. People will be beating down your front door. Stephanie, we heard you got a Baltimore Ravens diamond painting pen. Man, his pens get so smooth quickly. I'm going to have to ask him what he does in there. Nice. Scooter handles there. Yep. Yeah, good old Donna Bass. Glad she's doing well. They were out of power and stuff for a little bit, but they seem to have recovered decently.
I think this is the second time that they've sent pens or blanks that were supposed to come to you to Donna, and then she has to send them back to you.
Yeah, that happens now. Yeah, that happens to us too. We get stuff for Enablers Outpost or Donna Bass or Stacy Travis and that little co-op they got kind of thing. Like, what was that name? Lady Lathe. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. We're all sort of decent acquaintances. Everybody's so flippin' busy that, it's not like you're starving. No, I want to do that pen.
Right.
We're like, okay, here you go. And then if you don't send them what's due them, then that just gets bad juju out there. And I don't want that. We don't need no bad juju out there. Beautiful. Man alive. It almost looks like the freaking logo. Jeez. That purple, it will pop your eyes out, Stephanie. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Let's go look at this one under the microscope. Digital.
You're speaking my love language, Tim.
Look, show Kevin before. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's see, we're there. Look at that thing right there. I wanted to show you. Perfectly defined little squiggly. It looks like a panther.
Looks like a raven in there.
It can't be a panther. Wrong town. Oh,
It's
there's
the
the
raven.
beak of the raven. Look at that.
Right there. Yep. There
Oh,
it is.
that's too cool.
Yep.
So there's actually a raven in there. That is a riot. And to review, folks, there's the raven. Look at him. Looks more like a penguin, but we'll go with raven. Is that crazy? Is his eyeball and his beak and his head and his side feathers? That's nuts. The wing. That is too
That's
cool.
really cool. Stephanie said you probably saw it. Make sure you show it to Kevin before you send it off.
Absolutely. For sure. Nothing like sticking a fire or a poker in the eye, right?
Bella said she's a big Ravens fan too.
Nice. Bella meet Stephanie. Stephanie meet Bella. Raven fans unite. Okay, so these are Stephanie's pens for the evening. And this is the blank we're not going to turn because that's going to get replaced.
Still
So
on the
we'll get that.
microscope, we can't see.
Of course I am, because I'm a ding dong. Let's see. Let me click on there. Click on there. There we go. Let's try this again. You betcha. Okay, so here's the pens we've done for Stephanie tonight.
Wow.
We got the Mammoth Tooth, the Crime and Craft Daily pen, which we call the Blood Splatter and Knives, the new handlebar or the scooter. What's it called? Scooter what?
Scooter handles.
Scooter handles for that. And then this one here with the sweet gum balls in it. And of course, the Baltimore Ravens pen. And this is a gorgeous blank. I can't wait to get a replacement for it to be able to turn it well. But we're going to probably do the scooter handles on this one because that's going to look so cool. But there we go.
You got to do the scooter handles again.
I'm telling you, I love that now.
I mean, you got to ride the scooter handles again.
Yep, I love it. I love it. Rainy beer. You're welcome, Stephanie. Everybody, that's been a fun day. Please go check out that premiere. Did 8 pens for Cat. Really cool designs in there too. And no sound, so pull up your favorite music, play the video, and diamond paint. You bet. So we're going to send these to Crafting and Crime Daily first. Check with Stephanie. She may have a little issue with that. Not sure, but I think she might. I mean, I can't speak for Stephanie, but you know. You're a sweetheart, Rebecca. Love you. You're so funny. I mean, Rebecca is sort of the lib, and I'm sort of the conservative, but we still get along because none of that crap matters. What matters is we're just having fun. Anyway, that's it, folks. We appreciate you being here. Check out that premiere. There'll be more tomorrow because I'll be up in the morning turning pens. And then I got to be on Crafting and Crime daily at 11 p.m. Central, apparently. So noon for all you folks. Thank you, Michelle. And then we'll be live again tomorrow night for what was it called? Satiating Sunday.
There you
And
go.
I can't wait to see Tracy's description of that. If you haven't seen the descriptions for these lives, you got to go to the Facebook group and check out. She does these big, long descriptions. And if you just read those for the last couple of weeks, you probably laugh your butt off, pee yourself, and get another beer.
Give me a good word for Monday.
I will. Probably maniac. No, that's too easy.
Moody.
Good night, everybody. Everybody
Good
have a
night.
great evening. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Don, Sarah, Michelle, Stephanie. Everybody have a good night.